Hey guys, Griffbolt here, bringing fantasies into realities. We are here with update 2.1.24, guys. Yes, we got some new guns and armor. So first of all, we got this gun, guys, the 46mm 50 MK7. You guys know where this comes from. It comes from the BB-62 class battleships or Battleship Iowa, guys. Let's just a little history behind this. This gun was a record-breaking. It broke record. Yeah, it broke a record. It fired at a Japanese destroyer Niwaki at a range of 35,700 yards, straddled her, setting the record for the longest range straddle in history. And that was a pretty cool gun right here. So now you can build accurate battleships with these more gun options. And then right here we got this British gun, the 152mm 50 MK22, guys. This one, it's a nice little gun. You would find this gun on like HMS Tiger, or you would also find it on HMS Blake. So a little history behind these guns, guys. The guns entered service with the Royal Navy when HMS Tiger was commissioned in 1959. So the gun got a reputation, a bad one, and it had difficult maintenance. However, the main problem was the number of the technicians required to keep the guns operational. This was especially true to the early hydraulically action mountings. Later versions were electronically operated. Two of the ships, HMS Blank in 1969 and HMS Tiger in 1972, underwent a radical conversion, which placed the aft 6-inch turret with the helicopter, flight deck, and hangar. These two ships remained in service until December 1979, when Blake fired her last guns in the last time in the English Channel. They were the last 6-inch guns ever to be fired on a British warship. So I'm guessing they sold this gun to another country and they shot it. And lastly, but not least, we have the 406mm 45 MK1 gun. This gun you'll be able to find on the Nelson class battleships. And the BL 16-inch Mark I was a British naval gun introduced in the 1920s and used on the two Nelson class battleships. A breech-loading gun. The barrel was 45 calibers long, and meaning that 40 times the bore 16-inch. It was 60 feet long, and that was about it. Then we have some new hulls, guys. We got the 5.6 hull 2x2x1, and we have the 1.6 hull 2x2x1, and this one will fit. If you get this, you can tag it on there just like that. So this will help us, enable us to build nicer battleships. And another thing, the way this is constructed, you'll notice that you'll be able to fit a 1.5 2x1 hull that will fit perfectly right in. That will fit perfectly right in there, and you can be creative with your designs. Lastly, we have one more thing. They added 200mm armor to all the weird shapes. Like, they have 200mm armor, 200mm lightweight. They have 1.6 200mm lightweight armor, 1.56 200mm lightweight armor. So that's the newest, and that's a more cheaper version of the 400mm armor variants. And there's one little thing changed. If you want to go to the new ship shop, you'll see that the flags are behind the country of the ship, classing it, making sure that you know what country the ships came from. But that is all we got in 2.1.24, and it's not all. It actually is a lot. I'm loving these guns. I hope we can build nicer ships. We get to see some new ships in the community. So guys, remember to like this video, subscribe down below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at Griffbolt, and I will see you later. And before you guys leave, shout out to Cody Holt for being on the notification squad, and shout out to Ethan because he wanted to be shouted out.